Hello everyone, it's that time again. It's time for another tech unboxing. So once again, a massive combination of stuff that I've bought, stuff that companies have sent me, and also bits that have been sent in by you guys. Just again, weird and wonderful tech that hopefully will make it into future videos. We'll have to see. But yeah, that's kind of the joy of this video. So we're going to jump straight into it and we're going to see what we've got today. I think we've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packages today. A little bit smaller than last time in terms of sizes, but still I think are going to be very, very interesting. Let's start with this top one here, and let's see what we have inside here. Ah, yes! I am very excited for this. Those that know, this is the HTC HD2, I believe is its name, and this phone is, quite frankly, awesome. This is a phone that the community really rallied behind back in the day. It runs Windows 6, like Windows Phone 6, whatever it's called, by standard. But this thing can run so many different operating systems. Like, was the pinnacle of open phones, not by design, but just by the fact that you could actually do it and it had the right hardware. Let's see if we can power it on and see if we have some life in this one. I'm very excited to give this a go. Pick this one up on eBay, I believe, for not very much money at all. Like, they're not really, obviously, very amazing anymore. Judging by that text, I'm going to say this might have been already rooted. And yeah, just great to have something like this again. Oh, we're still running Windows, though. But this thing will run Android, it will run different Linux-based operating systems, it will run different versions of Windows operating systems. So yeah, generally just absolutely great. And this is running the Windows HTC Sense overlay as well. And we're definitely going to have a full video on this one. I'm very excited to give this a go. Yeah, I know there's no SIM card. I don't care about that right now. I just wanted to see what operating system was currently on here. Software versions. Yeah, so it is running Windows. I don't know what it's called, but it's version 5.2 here. And yeah, we're going to dive into this and then also all the different operating systems that you can actually run on this thing when we get it up and running very, very soon. So yeah, really excited about that one. This is going to be a lot of fun. It really kind of tickles my nostalgia for that era of smartphones, really. So next up, let's take a look at this box here. I think that's probably the way to go. It's actually already open because I opened it by accident. So let's get this out, and you can kind of already see what's in there, but let's take a look. So this is, oh yes, this is a new case for the Raspberry Pi 5. Been a big fan of Pironman for a while now. They've sent over all their cases in the past. Really love them. They're still the cases that I use. This one's particularly interesting. This is the Pro Max. They're taking the terrible Apple naming scheme, of course, but this has kind of, it's a full system built in. So there's a screen built in, there's a camera, there's all the fans you could ever want. There's so much going on with this case. And we're going to be using this in an upcoming project very soon. In fact, it might already be out by the time this video comes out. I'm filming this video a little bit ahead of time, so yeah, we'll have to see on that one. But really excited to give this a try because, yeah, I always loved the stuff that they've produced in the past. So I think this will be no different at all there. Absolutely looking forward to that one. Thank you for that from them for sending. Moving on, we've got this little purple one here. I think that's just be a little mailer bag. Should be easy enough to open. He says, struggling to open it. Oh, it's multi-layered. I probably should have just cut into it. Destroying it like some sort of animal. Here we go. Oh, and there's more packaging. These videos do produce a lot of packaging, I must admit, but I'm glad that people are sending stuff in a way that they're going to be safe, because it's better the packaging than the product itself being destroyed. In some cornflake box. But this is Half-Life original CD, I believe, original release 1998. So this is a copy of Half-Life. I want this for my Windows 98 build, and just generally I think it's nice to have like original CD. I have a version of it that's a bit later, and that one comes with Steam. I'm not sure. I think this probably predates Steam, if I'm correct. And the one that I have comes with Steam doesn't actually work on machines that don't have an internet anymore. So kind of useless for old retro machines. So really happy to have this copy. And we do also have a little booklet in here. So I do love looking at what the adverts and stuff were. We've got Grand Prix Legends there. And then it's just a little getting started guide, system requirements, the different items on the menus, controls, readme text, registration and limited warranty. Pretty sure that's going to have expired by now. And that's about it, really. Just a little advert on the back there. But yes, very happy to have this in my collection. And it seems to be in a pretty good condition. Pretty happy with that. Excellent. I'm sure that's going to be of a lot of use very, very soon. Brilliant. All right, let's have a look at this one. It's quite light. So let's see what's going on in here. Some of these I really do not remember what they are. I don't know if that's just down to my bad shopping habits or what, but let's just get in and see what we have in here. Some more bubble wrap. Oh, yeah, I see. I see. Very excited for this one as well. Again, this is probably actually going to have been in a video already, so do go check out my Windows 98 build if you haven't already. A nice anti-static bag, but this is a nice Sound Blaster card. It is a little bit on the dirty side, I must admit. Not super clean that, but this is a nice Sound Blaster Live card, model SB0060. Again, this is for my Windows 98 build. I'll give that a little bit of a clean up. Capacitors all look in good condition. Can't really see any issues there. We've got all our headers on there. Yeah, very happy with this. This should give us some pretty decent sound out for that build. Yeah, very happy with that. Like I say, could use a little bit of a cleanup, a little bit dusty around the edges, but that's fine. It's old hardware. Nonetheless, very happy with that. Okay, moving on. Let's have a look in this bag here. We've got a box. Excellent. Do like a box. Let's have a look and see what is in the box. Inside the box, we've got another box with some bubble wrap. Well packaged, I guess, is the important thing here. Oh, although it has been a little bit crushed, unfortunately. This is the OBSBOT 4K little camera. Yeah, so again, this is something that they've sent over, so thank you very much for doing that. Tiny little 4K camera. And I think really, let's just get into it and let's just check it out, because I'm intrigued to see how good this is in terms of if it can replace some of my current setup. Just getting him out. He is very tiny. It's great. And he is on like a gimbal that does move. So I'm guessing that's remote controlled as well. And yeah, let's get him plugged in and let's try him out. So the team at OBSBOT sent over their new Tiny 3 Lite for me to check out, and I thought it would be perfect in this unboxing video. And generally speaking, I think it's a really solid 4K webcam. The obvious clear advantage here is that kind of physical gimbal, which is super useful if you tend to move a lot when you're presenting and you want quite a wide space for your camera to follow you, or just in general you want a camera that automatically makes sure you're centered in frame perfectly. This does that no problem at all, and obviously it does it in a way that's a physical centering as opposed to kind of digitally cropping the image down, so you still get that full quality no matter how much centering is needed. But there's also some specific upgrades with this version that I want to check out and kind of highlight in this segment. So on the screen here we have the OBSBOT Center, which is their software that allows you to configure the webcam and do all the sort of interesting things. And one of the really important things is audio. Webcam mics are usually kind of an afterthought. Often even webcams don't have a mic, but this one uses what they call sound source localization. The camera has an array of microphones and it detects where your voice is coming from, so it can actually rotate to find your voice when you're talking and make sure that you're in frame again perfectly. There's actually 5 different audio modes, and that kind of controls how the sound is picked up and is perfect for the different environments that you might be using this camera in. You can see the different presets here on the screen, and these kind of range from what they call pure audio, which is basically just the raw unfiltered audio that the mics are capturing, to things like spatial audio for a natural stereo feel, and directional options to try and kind of isolate your voice and block out background noise. So these are really kind of useful to play with and see what's correct for your use case. Another great thing is that this camera supports voice controls, so you can actually control the camera without having to touch the software at all. So for example, hey Tiny, track me. And then the tracking starts, and you can see the state of my office at the moment as I'm trying to work on some projects. But it works. And then, hey Tiny, unlock me. And it's no longer tracking, and I can move about and everything else. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And there's a list, as you can see, of a few different things that you can do with those voice controls. Another important thing that's worth highlighting is its ability to work in quite low light environments. My office is terribly lit at the best of times, and I'm sitting here at my normal office desk, so I don't have any lighting here. All my kind of recording lighting is over there and is turned off at the moment. So in fact, there's no lights on in here at all, just a bit of light coming in from the window. And I think it does a very good job at low light performance as well, which is very important. Again, you don't want to have bright studio lights just to get a decent image when you're trying to present something. And lastly, the software now includes a built-in teleprompter feature. It lets you drop a transparent text overlay right on top of your screen near the camera lens, and it is a nice addition if you need to read notes or follow a script while maintaining eye contact with the lens. And I have been using it a little bit for this bit of the video. So overall, I really do think this is a very flexible, useful camera that you're not going to be disappointed with at all. So thank you very much to OBSBOT for sending this over and letting me check it out. And on with the rest of the video. Thank you very much for sending that over. A very interesting little camera indeed. Well worth checking out. All right, on with some more boxes, and we've got two more to get into. Let's crack this one open. This has got a lot of tape on it. Good to see the reusing of the Amazon kind of stuff. Oh, here we go. Yeah, and in here we have another game. We've got the original Command & Conquer again, as you might predict, for my Windows 98 build. This is going to be very, very cool. Big fan of Command & Conquer, always have been. Never really played the original. No, that's a lie. I played the original on PlayStation, I do believe. So very excited to give it a go here on PC as well. Brilliant, and it all looks to be in pretty decent condition, so very happy with that. Another great game to add to my collection. And then we've got one more box here, which is actually just wrapped in bubble wrap. There isn't a box, other than the box that the thing itself is coming in. Anyway, let's just get in, and you'll see what I mean. So here we go. We've got a ASUS Transformer book. Now I had one of these. I don't think I had the one that had Windows on it. I'm pretty sure I had the one that had Android on it. But this is, oh, it was this way. This is a pretty cool device. Again, in the spirit of like the Windows RT tablet that we looked at, and just looking at devices from that era. This is a full Windows machine. I think it's x86. I believe it does have an Atom processor in it. Just say Intel inside, so that's a good sign. So we're definitely going to take a look at this, and we're definitely going to install Linux on it and see what we can do there in terms of functionality and what actually does work. But the whole thing about this was that its keyboard kind of docked off, so you had a full tablet in a pretty decent sized tablet. It wasn't anything crazy, but it, you know, light enough, portable enough, kind of decent. And then you could just connect it up to its keyboard, and I'm pretty sure there's a battery in this, so like it lasted longer when it was plugged in and all that sort of stuff. You've got an extra USB port there as well. So yeah, should be a really interesting little guy to look at. Not a whole lot actually. I don't think there's any accessories been supplied other than a random micro USB cable. So, I mean, you know, this was definitely, again, an eBay purchase, but very excited to give this a go and see what we can do with it and see if we can get a decent working Linux machine out of this, because it is quite small, it's quite portable, it's not super heavy, and the tablet mode is kind of cool. So yeah, that's another project for the future. So there we have it, another kind of unboxing video looking at some more interesting bits and pieces that I've managed to pick up. I hope you've enjoyed it as always, and if you have, please do make sure to hit that like button. and subscribe. And again, thank you very much to OBSBOT for sending over their camera. And yeah, thank you very much. I'll see you in another video very, very soon. Bye for now.